morning to all you happy-go-lucky people out there. I am TJ Dudley, and this is another episode of my reviews. As you can see, I am not in my office. I am currently at the Sheraton in downtown Atlanta, Georgia, as one convention is currently wrapping up. I would love to tell you about that, but that's another time because the convention I'm at is not the one I'm going to be talking about. Of course, I'm going to be talking about PlayOnCon 10. Of course, PlayOnCon 10 is July 6th through 9th at the Alabama 4-H Center in Columbiana, Alabama. Well, not exactly in the city of Columbiana per se, but close enough. So, the last I heard, and I get the flyer in a second, Aurelio Voltaire is going to be returning to celebrate Pac 10 with us, which is awesome. I got to meet him. I think got to meet him for the first time when Pac was at Rhyme Garden Inn and Suites, and it was also the first time I got super plastered while attending a convention. Not that happy about it per se, but it happens. So, I mean, there's a lot of things I can talk to you guys about and in reference to PlayOnCon and whatnot, because there's a lot that you can do while at PlayOnCon. They have 24-hour gaming. I mean, they have tabletop games, D&D, Pathfinder. They even have a kids track. One of my personal things that I look forward to just about every year, if not every year, is Artemis, which is a space battleship simulator game, similar to what it would be like on board a spaceship like the Enterprise. Of course, there's going to be parties, and of course there's going to be party judges and whatnot. Another thing that's been a big hit in years past is a charity auction. Now, whether I myself will take part in this charity auction again this year, I have no idea. Because usually I can plan something that I'm gonna do at PlayOnCon, and 9 times out of 10, it never happens the way I planned. But I end up having fun nevertheless. So, with that being said, I mean, I will say this though, it's not every day that you get to go to a convention and see any famous celebrities and whatnot. So I actually posted this on my personal Facebook timeline sometime last night, shortly after meeting him, and yeah, I basically I walked up to this dude, and I was like, that looks like WWE superstar Austin Creed. And he was in the middle of a conversation. Me being a nice guy, waited till he was waited for an open moment to speak, and I was like, "You look like Austin Creed from WWE." He's like, "Well, maybe." I was like, "Holy shit!" Alrighty then. But Xavier Woods is real cool guy. I mean, he was very much a nerd. He basically he recognized the Oblivion right away, which I carried throughout just about throughout the evening. So back to PlayOnCon because I did get a little off topic. My bad. So another favorite event for POC is table flipping. And you would think that table flipping, not a good idea. But it actually did have does have some popularity behind it. And I actually took part in table flipping one year, and which was awesome. Since PlayOnCon is in a summer camp like setting, there's also camp like games. Archery for instance. Why I didn't take part in archery last year, I may never know. Who knows? But I will say this, PlayOnCon is a lot of fun. So give me a few moments to try and recollect my thoughts because I'm like kind of scatterbrained because I only got what maybe a few only maybe 2 3 hours of sleep, and I'm like why I was end up waking up maybe a good 2 3 hours later. I went to bed around 3 this morning and back up again around 7 ish. And my body's gonna hate me in the morning. He's like, "Fuck you, asshole." So we're gonna take a little break. We'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. Just wanted to, let you guys know that this weekend this weekend was actually well needed for me, especially with all the stress I had going on at my normal job, and it was nice to get out every once in a while. It was nice to get out this weekend. So with that being said, I think I will call it a day here. For more information on PlayOnCon, visit their website at playoncon.com. You can follow them on Twitter and on Facebook, which you can do the same for yours truly, Wind Chaser Productions on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, since Wind Chaser Productions has a YouTube channel now. So, that being said, I am TJ Dudley signing off. See you. What up, what up, what up? As you can see, I am back in the office from where that where I started filming this episode. So, tickets of course are still on sale, or should I say weekend passes? That sounds more convention appropriate. So, but at any rate, PlayOnCon is going to be a lot of fun this year. At least for me anyway, because it gives me another weekend to hang out and chill with all of my my con friends, my con buddies. I've actually gotten quite fond of a few of them. I mean, there were several. It was during the early years of POC that there was a point that most, or at least the ones that were there, they actually thought that they actually thought that I was dead for real. And they, you know I don't remember who all was actually there that year, and I don't remember what was going on, at least in my personal life at the time. But while I was at while I was at POC that year, you know, this well, I'm not sure if it was at POC 3 or POC 4, but it was at this particular POC that I gotten incredibly drunk. More, and if I was given a breathalyzer that night, I probably would have blown at least 2 to 3 times over the legal driving limit. Good thing I was not driving. I was not driving anywhere for the next few days. But while I was there, there were several people who basically looked at me and in my drunken inebriated state saying, hey, you know, you are in no shape to go anywhere. Why don't you go and why don't you crash here and sleep some of it off. They even had a put a cup of water. It was either I think I'm not sure if it was a cup of water or a cup of milk, but it was one of the two. They sat a cup next to me. I'm pretty sure it was water because I don't think they would left the milk out overnight. So I'm pretty sure it was water. So, but anyway, they made sure I was comfortable. They made sure I was situated. That it was that convi- it was that year that basically solidified me saying when I got back home that Pac is basically one of my convention families. Because you I don't know of any other convention aside from Alchemy and Frolicon where if you was to get to a point where you basically lost control of yourself, I'm not sure of any other convention that actually helped get you back to your hotel room and make sure you were comfortable and whatnot. And that's what the people did for me at POC that year. And of course, years later, at when Pac was at the Alabama 4-H Center, I ended up doing the same thing for someone else. They weren't, they weren't, they wasn't drunk per se. Well, they weren't drunk as most people thought she was. But either way, she still needed help getting back to where she was staying for during the con, and me and a couple other people made sure that she got back to where she needed to get some sleep in. And I made a post, I think either the very next day or maybe 2 days later, stating what I just said moments ago. So yeah, PlayOnCon is basically one of my best convention families next to another convention that I go to. if you want to know more info on PlayOnCon, which like I said while I was in Atlanta, go to the website at playoncon.com. You can also follow them on Twitter, like them on Facebook, and of course with me, you can like Wind Chaser Productions on Facebook, follow Wind Chaser Productions on Twitter, and subscribe to Wind Chaser Productions on YouTube. That is going to officially do it for this episode of my reviews. Don't forget at PlayOnCon 10, Aurelio Voltaire is going to be there. Professor Shy Guy is going to be there. The Green Seed, Sean Hagler, and many more other artists will be at PlayOnCon 10 performing. Also, don't forget 24-hour gaming, archery, and other outdoor activities. I am TJ Dudley signing off. Deuces, and remember, play on, PlayOnCon.